Hello, dear viewers. Thank you so much for joining me today. I want to do an updated reading on some of the races that are close. I have to share with you my frustration about these races, and you may have noticed this not only with the cards I pull for them, but that other readers pull for them too. On these close neck and neck races, sometimes the cards are not that clear either because the energies aren't very clear. So that's the pits. Kind of like, come on, come on. But that makes sense, though, doesn't it? Because we're reading the energies of the moment. We're reading something we know is super close. So it would just be really nice if the cards could tell us exactly what was going on. So anyway, that is my caution. I'm going to read on these races. However, I think we have to be kind of careful. So many of them I'm not getting clear cards on. Okay? All right. So let me ask about Beto. Beto O'Rourke, does he get his Senate seat in Texas? See, I get stuff like this. Yeah, there's lots of debate and arguing. Now, the last reading I did on Beto suggested success. And look at this nice card. But now, right before this, you guys, I did some readings where it didn't look so hot. So, and celebration, I think, okay. So I would still lean toward he gets it, okay? But like I said, I have got to give a caution to you guys. Because these readings, some of them I have read on several times. Now, when I read on races that are not close, oh boy, you know, the favored one gets the good cards. So, okay. So, and I did on that a bit. Like, okay, are my cards broken? No, they're not broken. They're not broken. It's just there are some very close races. I want to ask about Ben Jealous again. The last time I did a reading for him, it looked like a no. He's against Larry Hogan for governor of Maryland. So Ben Jealous, does he win? Watching and waiting for his ship to come in, surveying the campaign strategy. 3 and 3. Okay, so he's got a good start. He's doing some wise advertising. Good, I like that. But the 3s are not stable energy. All right, but then there's hope. Okay, I feel like things are looking a little more favorable for him now than they were. Okay. All righty. Let's look at Larry Hogan, though. Does Larry Hogan win? Oh, shuffle a little better than that. Even though I fan him and I pick one from wherever Spirit's telling me to pick it. Does Larry Hogan win? No? A lot of confusion about that, a lot of illusion. He's more confident than he should be. It's kind of what I'm hearing. He's got a plan, but gosh, he should be further along than that. That's the Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands. His cards don't look as good. So maybe it is Ben Jealous is getting the favor right now. That would be nice. That would be really nice. Okay, what about Heitkamp? Heidi Heitkamp. Does she win? Hope. Well, that's interesting. I got to tell you, every reading I've done for her before this, though, has suggested no because... But then there's, success? But it could also be completion of her tenure as senator. And celebration. Well, okay. I had to tell you guys, my intuition has told me that Heidi Heitkamp is not winning. Is not winning. You know, that she has sacrificed enough. And it is time for her to move on and do something that suits her better even, because right now she's kind of burnt out on it. She's given them and given them and given them. And in a state that voted 2-1 for Trump, Yeah, okay. I feel like she's leaving, but with hope. There's the Six of Swords. And this, I think, is completion. But security, too. I have gotten the feeling from Heidi Heitkamp that she has worked hard and she has built up a lot of credibility and success in politics. And it's time for her to do something that isn't so self-sacrificing and makes her better money, but is still serving the public. I don't know what that will be. New job. Okay, see, look at this, right? This sometimes is, they've got the new job as senator, new term, right? But then we have the 6. Okay, I just got to go with what my intuition says here about Heidi, because it said it so consistently, that she does lose this race, but it really is okay for her. And North Dakota ends up with who they voted for. And lives to regret it. Okay, let's see. Heidi Heitkamp's opponent. And I don't even know this person's name. I get such a bad vibe. Ugh. Okay, well, all right. Moving forward, single-minded in purpose, gonna win. Not too complicated there. Yeah, there's a celebration in the house. And the Lover's card, which means either that, people love him or he's in bed with somebody politically. But then he gets the 4 of Swords. Retreat. Queen of Pentacles. 4 of Wands. Okay. Well, both of these candidates got some really nice cards. And 1 negative card. 4 of Swords for him. 6 of Swords for her. I guess I'm just going with my intuition on that then. And saying, I don't think she gets it, but I think in the end it really is a victory for her. Okay, let's look at McSally in Arizona. McSally in Arizona. Spirit, does she win? McSally. We'll start with McSally and not Cinema. I don't know why. Okay, the King of Swords. All right, I don't think that's good. I think she gets caught up in the whole Republican. I think I know why I start with McSally, because I just saw a piece of an interview with her, and she went right to the Trump talking points, and she seems way too bright to believe what she's saying herself. And I just thought, oh my God, there's no shame, is there? Anyway, the King of Swords. Yeah, I don't think it's good for her. I think people don't trust her. Like the investigations might implicate her. Yeah, she's off on her own. No, at some reason, something happens. I don't know if something comes out about her or money she's taken or something. Some dirtiness. I don't know what it is. Dirty tricks. Those are the words coming. And she's like friendless. Something happens, and maybe not before the election, but something. And Page of Wands, and then she has a new purpose. And I don't feel like it's a good one. I mean, it's a new purpose, okay, let's try to build something out of the wreckage. I don't know what it is that comes out about her. Let me ask about Cinema. Does Cinnamon win? Oh, there goes intuition, but then some loss. 5 of Cups. And the High Priestess. Does Cinema win? Spirit, please show us very, very clearly with the cards. Tower. Well, that's not necessarily bad. I mean, it would be a tower for a Democratic senator to take that seat in Arizona because they've been red for so long. Trump. Okay, it's this stuff with Trump. Stuff with Trump is going to really affect this election. Okay, it sort of looks a little bit like indecision both ways. And why am I always seeing this? I feel like some of these results, you guys, yeah, Hierophant pops out, are going to be called into question after the election because of all the voter suppression and the dirty tricks that people are doing, like DeSantis in Georgia, purging voter rolls, not counting ballots. Judges are getting involved in stopping these things. Judges have stopped the signature must be a complete and total match according to the poll worker. Stop that nonsense. But we're still having voter registrations that are held up because a state worker somewhere didn't type in their name with exactly the right space or hyphen or apostrophe or whatever, just didn't do it exactly right on one thing. And so we still have voter registrations held up there, but now they have to be told about it. There's all this stuff coming up before the election. I feel like we may have recounts. We may have things that are looked at later. We really might. And when you think about it, if the Dems are going to get the House, and it really looks like they will, and perhaps the Senate, my last reading suggested that too, just barely. That one's a close one. But if that happens, then all kinds of investigations can be opened up. So Trump's stuff does overshadow that election and the need for right. People are so outraged, that moral outrage. The Emperor card's coming up for that. Okay. Yeah. Because people are mad. They're like, right is right. So they will vote for cinema, I think, just to get Trump out of there, to hold Trump accountable. Yeah. Queen of Swords. Information coming out. Truthfulness. Directness. I think her cards look better. I do think she gets it. I do. I don't think she's a perfect candidate. I'm a little concerned that she could have something that they're going to come out with. But in the end, I think she gets it. I think they want to hold Trump accountable. They want to put a check on him. Temperance, gradually, a delay. So it might be so very close. Trump again. I feel like, okay, here's the deal. Stuff starts coming out right after the election, and it's just a big mess. And it calls into question the sound that there will be so many investigations started, in the House. Yeah, it's just going to be something else. And I do think that results will be challenged of some elections, and Trump leaving here again. Okay, so I feel like, okay, but this is gradually. So I think Spirit is telling me this about a lot of these races too. Or just maybe the lay of the land in general, saying, just be patient. Even if some of these races don't go the way they should, on election day, enough will to bring the change. Well, there will be enough. I keep hearing it. There will be enough. Don't worry, even if it looks like that night, it's not enough. There will be enough. Yeah, I almost see people, covering on both sides, and a lot of anxiety. There will be enough. And when more comes out about Trump and Trump leaving, then eventually we're going to get, and more Trump voters leaving him, there may even be some election results challenged or some such thing. Things are changing. Yeah, and another thing I'm hearing from Spirit right now, you guys, is this. It's not all in one election cycle. It's not all in one election cycle. So things that maybe don't go the way they should on election night, that can be remedied. Got another election in 2 years. All we need is that beginning. That's all I keep hearing is all we need is that beginning. All right, so let's ask about, did I ask about Gillum yet? I don't think I did. Gillum, are the people leaning toward the Democratic option, the Two of Wands there, which has become that sort of. Okay, so Gillum, does he get it? My intuition, by the way, guys, in a previous reading said yes. So let's see, but there is some confusion. Lies are being spread about him. Page of Wands, he has to change campaign strategy now. Watching and waiting for his ship to come in. Also, maybe there's some confusion because Florida was the site of that mega bomber, the home of that mega bomber. Like it could go either way. Two of Swords. Three of Swords. You know what I think that is, though, you guys? I don't think that's him getting it. I think that's how a lot of people feel after the president's reaction to the mega bomber and not even offering any condolences or concerns to the targets. I think that was sort of heartbreaking. I felt like it was. I think it was even to some Trump voters. And we have the moon, so we have some uncertainty. But now Gillum's cards usually have been good, and I've had this feeling that he's getting it. Energy is, momentum is higher for him right now. Okay, what about DeSantis? Yeah, well, he's got, people know him. So he's got that advantage with the Six of Cups there. Yep. Yeah, but now he's got the Page of Pentacles, like he gets the job or something. And the last reading, oh no, but then the Devil, he's bedeviled. He's locked into something, an association, I think, with Trump. But he hangs on somehow to some security there. Gosh, this is another close one. Yes, close. Two of Pentacles. Okay. Gradual. Another close one. They're going to be counting probably into the night. But they're that sort of success. So, okay, guys. I'm saying I can't call Gillum and DeSantis today just because of these cards right now. But previously I got pretty favorable ones for Gillum. But once in a while, I'm reading the energies. So that's what's kind of difficult. And we know that the energies do change, and there are surges for each candidate at different times. So let's look at Beto. Let's look at Beto. Does he win in November? A lot of conflict and arguing, and he's doing a good job. They're definitely debating and arguing. Now there's a celebratory card with that Four of Wands. The last reading I did suggested he was a little more likely the winner. We have the Six of Coins. He's talking about income inequality a lot, isn't he? And they like that. Four of Wands. There we go. Two fours. Queen of Cups. Calm, contentment, peace about it. Whatever that may be. Seven of Swords. Yeah, I think he talks about money being taken, basically underhandedness about that causes income inequality. Well, his cards look pretty good. Last reading I did, they did too. But then I've done another reading tonight where they looked kind of not as good. I'm sorry, you guys. I really wish I could give you something more definite on these really close races. I really do. But I'm giving you what I got, okay? How about that? Okay. So let's see. Let me see Cruz on election night. Does he get it? Queen of Swords. I don't think that's good for him. I feel like he's going to be under investigation. He already is under investigation. I just feel like it's not going to be good in the coming months for him. We have a new beginning, but then why would that be re-election, right? That's not a new job. He's foolish, maybe. King of Pentacles. Yeah, he's got some security there. He's built up some, he appeals to the wealthy voters, but they are not the majority. Does Cruz get it on election night? I don't know. The Two of Wands, and I've seen that lately, like the two options. Maybe favoring Democrats. He's working on something, he's building something, he's conferring, because he's been foolish though. I think he's conferring with attorneys. I think he's under investigation. I don't know. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah. Well, he's so involved with Trump. I just think that the cards right here and now favor Beto. But it's so close. And there are shenanigans. Okay, what about in Georgia? Does Stacey Abrams get it in spite of all the dirty dealings that Brian Kemp's done with the voter suppression and not putting registrations through if people didn't have the exact spelling that every city and county worker ever entered for their name? I don't know. Okay, and spaces and hyphens and all that had to be placed exactly. That's no good. Well, now he has to at least tell people if their registration got held up instead of hiding them in a drawer. But now that gives a lot of hassle to the voters. And now they found that one county was throwing out so many ballots because they said the signature didn't really match another document from the state. And a judge has put the end to that. But how many ballots were already thrown out? So there's such a mess. And that's not even the only two things he's doing in that state. But this state, I am so grateful for Stacey Abrams' campaign because they've got the judges and courts involved now in this nonsense. All these voter suppression and these dirty deeds. I feel like that should be a crime to interfere with the vote like that. Anyway, this is Stacey. Does Stacey Abrams get it for Georgia on November 6th? Well, there's the devil trying to mess with her. She's kind of really been bedeviled, hasn't she? Her campaign has been bedeviled by all this nonsense. We have the Knight of Wands. She's certainly moving forward. And we have the Two of Cups. People respect her. There are a lot of people who respect her. Some Republicans respect her. That's a lot of times, both parties. Bipartisanship. Let's see about this. Okay, does Stacey Abrams win? We have the Queen of Cups. Boy, she has really kept her cool through all this nonsense. It's not new to her, these dirty tricks, obviously. Three of Swords. I don't know. That's an old wound that keeps getting bumped. doesn't necessarily mean she loses. 7 of Swords. Yeah, all these dirty things happening. If she doesn't win, the cards are clearly saying if she does not win, it is because of the underhanded, sneaky. And I feel like 3 of Wands is, as a black woman, this is nothing new to her. It's that, you know, and this is why she's so remarkably mature and calm through all this. Oh, gosh. Okay, well, that's telling me a story. It's not really telling me the outcome. Let's see about Kemp, Brian Kemp. Does he win on November 6th? Well, yeah, I mean, some people like him. He's been in that position. And then that romanticized last mid-century wasn't that great, and he's the best candidate to take us back there nonsense. And Page of Swords. I don't think he's speaking always that well. He's not. I don't think he has a great plan, but he really is aggressive with this winning at any cost, any cost. That's the dirty, underhanded stuff that you're seeing there. I'll win at any cost. It's not mature. No mature figure here. And he's got money. Big donors. Trying to help him get away with all this. A delay, a different perspective. With the Hanged Man. There might be recounts. And Chariot. Like it could go either way. I think there may be recounts in this one. Or whoever wins, it's still opened up for investigation because of all of the shadiness. And Georgia isn't the only state. You know, we have in North Dakota, we've got judges having to say people who don't have a street address because they live on a reservation can still vote. We have judges having to say that and make them accept those votes. We've got shenanigans everywhere in a lot of states. Okay. Well, I think for now that's plenty enough on this video. I will do more if more races are brought to my attention. And I apologize. I'm sure I've missed a few requests here. But please let me know. Thank you very, very much. Bye-bye.